There are creatures that don't need words to tell a story. Just seeing them fly is enough to understand that the purest art lives in nature. Birds that seem to come from a tropical dream. Winged beings that paint the sky with impossible colors. Today we invite you on a journey to 5 corners of the planet. 5 species that challenge the imagination with their feathers, their songs, and their behaviors. 5 living jewels, 5 miracles with wings. Get ready to marvel at dazzling colors and extraordinary behaviors. In this video, we will show you 5 birds with beautiful and exceptional colors. The Resplendent Quetzal, the Mandarin Duck, the macaw, the golden pheasant, and the toucan. Species that make birds such an integral part of the tapestry of life on our planet. Let's enter the heart of the forest, where sunlight filters through the canopy, creating a mosaic of shadows and rays. Here, in this realm of whispers and fleeting movements, resides a rare and beautiful bird, the Resplendent Quetzal. Its name evokes a fitting image as this bird shines with its bright colors and unusual feathers. This symbol of freedom and beauty lives in Guatemala, Costa Rica, and southern Mexico. It lives between 5 and 7 years, leading a discreet, almost invisible life until the sun touches its feathers. Its red chest glows like fire in the fog. Its back and head gleam emerald green with metallic reflections. And when it extends its tail, the male shows off 2 long feathers that float in the air like jade ribbons. It feeds on the fruits of the wild laurel, and during breeding season it dances among the trees to win over its mate. The Resplendent Quetzal is a bird that doesn't just fly, it floats like an ancestral memory in the fog. Now let's travel to admire another wonderful bird. Among the rivers and ponds of East Asia, from China and Japan to Siberia, swims a creature that seems to be taken from an oriental painting, the Mandarin Duck. The male is an explosion of color and symmetry. It has a violet crest that falls elegantly over its neck. Its cheeks are orange, its chest white, and its back mixes bright greens and coppers. And as if that weren't enough, it sports secondary wings erect like fans, of an intense orange that look like sails floating on its back. It lives between 6 and 10 years. It feeds on seeds, aquatic plants, insects, and small fish. It is a monogamous species. Many couples stay together for several seasons. In Eastern culture, it is a symbol of fidelity and eternal love. The Mandarin Duck doesn't sing, it doesn't shout. It just glides its beauty through the calm waters like a silent poem in motion. Let's go back to the jungles of America. There another bird full of color awaits us. From Panama to northern Argentina, the tropical skies are dressed in blue and yellow with the majestic flight of the blue and yellow macaw. also called Ara ararauna, one of the most charismatic, noisy and beloved birds in all of South America. It lives in rainforests, gallery forests, and along the great rivers of the Amazon and Orinoco, where the vegetation is thick and humidity embraces everything. When it soars through the air, its silhouette does not go unnoticed. Its wings span more than a meter, and its flight is powerful and elegant. The contrast of its plumage is hypnotic, a golden chest, bright as the midday sun, and a deep blue back that seems to reflect the sky. Its white face is crossed by black lines, unique in each individual like a fingerprint. But beyond its appearance, this species amazes with its intelligence. They are able to learn, remember paths, and solve problems. They communicate with a variety of sounds, screeches and vocalizations, and in the wild they live in family groups or flocks, sometimes up to 30 individuals. Macaws are monogamous. They choose a mate for life with whom they share every flight, every meal, every nest. Their diet is based mainly on fruits, nuts and seeds, which they can easily crack with their strong beaks. Curiously, they also consume clay from the ravines, a behavior that helps them neutralize the natural toxins of some wild fruits. They can live between 30 and 40 years in freedom and up to more than 50 in captivity. This longevity, combined with their loyalty and sociability, makes them not only spectacular but endearing. Despite everything, the blue and yellow macaw faces threats, habitat destruction, hunting, and illegal trafficking. But in protected areas, it is still seen flying free, like a living flag of the jungle. These birds are a true symbol of the South American jungles and forests. Let's go back to the Asian continent again, where we will find a bird with bright colors. In the bamboo and conifer forests of central China, where light filters through the leaves like golden threads, walks silently one of the most majestic birds on the planet. It doesn't fly great distances, nor does it sing spectacular songs, but when it shows itself, the whole forest seems to stop. It is the golden pheasant, a true emperor among ground birds. The male is an explosion of warm colors and vivid contrasts. Its golden crest cascades down its neck like a solar veil. A ruff of orange and black stripes extends around its head like a fan unfurled during courtship. The chest is bright red, the wings deep blue, and the back combines greens and ochres. And as a final touch, a long mottled tail which can reach up to twice the length of its body and which it drags like a royal cape. Although its appearance might suggest otherwise, the golden pheasant is a terrestrial bird. It prefers to walk and run rather than fly. For most of the year it is silent and solitary, but in the breeding season between March and May, the male transforms. It unfolds its ruff, raises its tail, circles the female and emits soft but insistent sounds. The golden pheasant can live between 5 and 10 years, and although it is native to China, it has been introduced to other countries such as the United Kingdom, where it has formed small wild populations in quiet forests. Beyond its habitat, this bird has been a symbol of nobility, light and power in Chinese culture for centuries. Its figure appears in tapestries, temples and legends, where it represents wisdom, fortune and the balance between heaven and earth. Now let's go back to South America, more specifically to the tropical forests of South America, from the slopes of the Amazon to the jungles of the Brazilian Cerrado. Here, a huge beak silhouetted against the sky announces the king of color, the toucan. Its beak, which seems too big for its body, is a natural wonder, long, light, and a fiery orange with black spots. The contrast, its black plumage, its white throat, and its electric blue eye ring create an unforgettable visual spectacle. It lives about 15 to 20 years. It feeds on fruits, insects, eggs of other birds, and even small reptiles. Although it seems clumsy, it is agile at jumping from branch to branch, and it uses its beak not only to feed, but also to regulate its body temperature. Solitary or in pairs, its presence decorates the jungle as if nature itself had decided to sign its work with a brilliant brushstroke. These birds don't just amaze us with their colors. They teach us that beauty can have 1,000 forms, that every corner of the planet holds a winged treasure, and that protecting wildlife is protecting what still amazes us. Because in a sometimes grey world, these birds remind us that there are still colours that fly.